The Torch, Edition 12. Graduates 2020. The following students obtained their degrees in 2020. Jean-Jacques Nodier, Short Learning Program in Deceased Estates at the Law Society of South Africa, Addition to LLB. Elizabeth Maponia, BA Health Social Science at UNISA. Marika Nodier, B. Veterinary Science degree at the University of Pretoria. IFMB Students 2020. Colette Roos. Colette is 19 years old and studies BSc General Science at the University of Pretoria. She attributes music as the one thing that has assisted her success in life and would like to give back to the community by also becoming a music therapist. As a blind person, her biggest challenge is people's misconception of her capabilities. Just because we sometimes need more help doesn't make us less worthy or less capable. She took up 2 foreign languages at the university as well as psychology and anthropology. She believes this will enable her to communicate with a larger variety group of people. Lorinda Didericks. Lorinda is doing a course in pastoral narrative therapy at Coram. This is a great addition to a psychology degree previously obtained. Lorinda is completely blind and has a hearing impairment. This is, however, not stopping her from achieving the goals she has set for herself. The course she is doing will enable her to act as a facilitator for people in order to help them achieve healing through them sharing their stories in a safe space. Her path has been full of challenges. Some, for example, like screen readers not being able to interpret all visual information, posed some speed bumps along a path. However, she overcame these with the help of sighted assistance. She has a strong faith and believes that this will help her to continue along a path and continue to achieve her goals in life. Maria Mathunzi. Maria is 32 years old and is studying toward a B.Ed at UNISA. She is partially sighted, and because of this, it was very challenging to effectively study in a mainstream school. She chose to study this course as she believes education to be the key factor in growing a society. The saying, "Knowledge is power," is a true reflection of what the society can achieve if everybody can have education. Rivan Heppel. Rivan is 18 years old and is studying toward a degree in industrial engineering at the University of Stellenbosch. Rivan absolutely loves the ocean and his hobbies include volunteering for the NSI. He fears that he might never become a coxswain because he is partially sighted. This, however, does not keep him from pursuing this goal and others. The passion for the course he is studying stems from his desire to improve the living conditions of others. His dream is to streamline processes within organizations in order to provide better, more thorough help and support or services. Simpiwe Natoi. Simpiwe is studying toward a LLB degree at UNISA. He is a freelance tutor for models pertaining to marketing management. He is partially sighted, and the biggest challenge he faced was the ability to read. By attending college, he has learned how to use the computer as well as a screen reader. He chose this course of study based on the interest of South African law and how it lines up with the Constitution and those with disabilities. His dream is to one day have his own firm and advocate for those with special needs. Assistive Technologies for Visually Impaired Market Detailed Study Analysis with Forecast by 2028 by transparencymarketresearch.com. The global assistive technologies for visually impaired market is expected to reach a significant valuation in the coming years of the forecast period. In recent years, the global eye health sector has given prime importance to the needs and demands of blind people and has thus led to high production of devices and equipment for the help of visually impaired. With the advancements in technology, more and more assistive technologies for visually impaired are coming in market for the betterment of lives of these people. The global assistive technologies for visually impaired market features a fragmented landscape due to the presence of several key players. These leading companies in the global market are constantly striving for increasing their user base with the help of new technologies and products. Naturally, the competition in market is quite high and is working in favor of the development of the global market. Some of the leading companies in the global assistive technologies for visually impaired market include names such as VFO, LVI Low Vision International, Nippon Telesoft, Humanware Group, and Dolphin Computer Access Limited, among others. Some of the notable developments in the global assistive technologies for visually impaired markets are given below. In August 2017, Humanware Group announced that the company has launched a new addition to its flagship Explore line that includes Explore 3, Explore 5, and the latest Explore 8. These are new and more powerful portable handheld magnifier. Global assistive technologies for visually impaired market, drivers and restraints. There are several reasons behind the fast-paced development of the global assistive technologies for visually impaired market. One of the biggest reasons behind the market growth has been the initiatives undertaken by the healthcare agencies, non-profit organizations, and the NGOs operating across the globe for the betterment of life of visually impaired people with the help of technology. With the growing awareness and assistance campaigns undertaken by these organizations, the spread of the assistive technologies for visually impaired market has been growing at a rapid pace. This has thus been the key driving factor for the development of the global assistive technologies for visually impaired market. Moreover, with the help of social media and other platforms, increasing awareness campaigns are being put out and also growing use of mobility and low vision devices for personal use are also helping for the development of the global assistive technologies for visually impaired market. The global assistive technologies for visually impaired market has 5 main regions that provide the reader with the intricate details of the working dynamics of the regional landscape. These regions are North America, Europe, Asia Pacific, Middle East and Africa, and Latin America. Of these, currently, the global assistive technologies for visually impaired market is dominated by the regional segment of North America. The region controls more than 1/3 of the overall market share and is expected to continue to dominate the market in the coming years of the forecast period in 2018 to 2028. This dominance of the North America segment of the global assistive technologies for visually impaired market can be primarily attributed to the highly developed healthcare infrastructure in the region. This, along with the fact that the region is also privileged to have an early access to the constant technological advancements in terms of devices and software, is also an important factor for the overall growth. Market segmentation is as follows: by product, educational devices, braille computers, braille writers, reading machines, mobility devices, low vision devices, others. TMR Research is a premier provider of customized market research and consulting services to business entities keen on succeeding in today's supercharged economic climate. Armed with an experienced, dedicated and dynamic team of analysts, we are redefining the way our clients conduct business by providing them with authoritative and trusted research studies in tune with the latest methodologies, and market trends. Source: technews.mobi. Beneficiary news. Manfred Ruindo. St. Dunstan's assists the children of our beneficiaries through the St. Dunstan's Education Grant. Manfred Ruindo is one of those benefactors who was able to complete his national certificate. Manfred is now utilizing the tertiary education grant to achieve a qualification in film and media. Manfred recently started a film and television production course at the Revolution Media Academy. He is really enjoying learning and looking forward to a career in film and media on successfully concluding the 2-year course. Faustina Bernardo. Faustina is attending Kingsway Christian School and she was elected for the IEB program. She is very excited and believes this will help pave the way for her to attain the best possible results that will allow her to place the best foot forward when it comes to university entrance. Faustina is keeping her options open as far as a tertiary study path goes, as she is still young and has much still to learn and research before deciding on a career path.